Welcome to the recording for IT120 Week 7. The Unit 7 discussion is due on Wednesday. You're to upload the final draft of the technical paper for review. You will be able to make more changes before you actually upload the final draft for the week's Unit 7 assignment. Provide the peer reviewer with notes on the writing assignment. So you need to talk about some of these things, like topic, audience, purpose, not all of them, but at least some of them. Include 3 questions that you would like the peer reviewers to answer. Now, before you upload this paper, you should get rid of all the other comments so that peer reviewers don't get confused with that. So the peer response, you only need one. It's due Sunday. And you don't have to make comments on their paper. Just choose a different person than you've reviewed before. Include answers to the 3 questions. Review the paper for APA format of citations and references. And anything else that you see that they need to address. And you just type that in your response. Now the Unit 7 assignment is due Sunday, and this is basically your final. So you're going to make any last revisions or edits to your final technical white paper and incorporate any suggestions. Finalize the abstract. Add information to the appendix. Now the appendix is a section at the end of a paper that includes information that is too detailed for the text of the paper itself and would burden the reader or be distracting or inappropriate. So find something to put in your appendix. And remember to reference it also. Update the table of contents. Verify citations and references. The document should include the following: title page, table of contents, abstract, list of tables and figures if necessary. So if you have more than 3 tables and figures, then you need to have a list of those. And you would just title it Lists of Tables and Figures. The body of the paper containing introduction, main body, and conclusion. And I expect you to have at least 6 to 8 pages in the body. So when I say 6 to 8 pages, that doesn't count all these other things. That's only the body of the paper. Then your references and your appendix. Then you're going to do a presentation. You're going to create an 8 to 10 slide presentation in PowerPoint about your technical paper. You can use the PowerPoint you already had. You want to include notes in the notes section. So for instance, if you have your table of contents, then you can do with your body is you can have those bullets and then in your notes explain what you cover on each bullet or something like that. You will include a voiceover. It says instructions are included in the read me first section. I did not find that. So I wanted to go over that here. You're to include slide transitions. And to do a slide transition, let me open PowerPoint so I can show you. So let's just create a PowerPoint. So transitions are the way it goes from one slide to another. So if we choose fade, then when it first, I don't know if you saw that or not, but that's fade. So then if we created another slide, we could do something different so that when you go to the slideshow, and then you click and it goes to the next page, that's how it looks. And that's transitions. Now, you can do different ones like on one slide, but don't do different ones on every single one. That's a little bit much. And you can see that there's a little star. That lets me know that you have transitions there. Okay. Review the rubric for this assignment so you know that you're meeting everything. You're going to submit two things: your technical white paper, final technical white paper, and your presentation. This assignment again is through safe assign, so you want to make sure that if you're over 20% that you've taken care of those areas. Now if it happens to be that the reference is identical to somebody else, that's fine. I don't care about the references, because when you're doing APA, of course, they're going to be alike. It's the things that are in the body of the paper. If there's anything that's identical, then you need to reword it. So recording voiceover with PowerPoint, you want to select the slide that needs a voice narration. So let's say we're on slide 2, we would go to the insert menu and we would go record audio. And when you record audio, then this little box comes up and you click the red button to record. You click the middle button to stop and the button over here to replay. And that's how you do the recording. You can at any time play the button to hear what you've done so far. If you click record again before you click OK, it will just keep recording on the same track. When you say OK, that means that you're done with that recording for that slide. Then you go to the next slide and you do the same thing again. You can and then once you get to that, then you can go to, once you click OK, then you can click on your so when you do that, you get, oh, it doesn't show it here. You see that little question mark? I thought it would show up, but it doesn't show up as an audio file. So let me record hello, hello, hello. And we'll stop it. And we'll say OK. And this is the record icon that it was talking about. And that's how you play it. And then you can click on that and you can go to format or playback. In the playback, you can say in a click sequence or play automatically, and however you want to set it up. That's how you do that. So that's why I didn't realize it would show up as a question mark. Your next task is to select the audio icon, which is the one I was talking about, and click the playback tab. That's in the, when you highlight it, then you get these audio tools. That's what it's talking about. To play voice narrations during a presentation, you have to make sure that play narration is turned on in the slideshow. And that means the slideshow tab. And you just have to have play narrations on there. And if you set up the timings, then you would set up the use timings. If not, then you would turn that off. And that's how to do the recording. Now, I gave you some websites here of YouTube videos that also talk about this. If you need extra help, if you have a Mac, here's one for the Mac too. The Unit 7 Knowledge Checker is the same as all of the others. You just have to finish that section and answer the questions and make sure you get a 10 or get a score on it. I think it only gives 10. It's either 0 or 10. So if you get a 0, just go back in there and retake the test. Now there is a discussion due Tuesday for week 8, and that is it's just a initial. There's no replies, but it's different because it's due on Tuesday. And don't post to that until Monday, though. That way you can get participation for week 8. There's no other content in week 8. The discussion is the last item that needs to be completed in this course. And then I have references just for that office information that I gave you from Dummies. And that's all I have for this week. If you have any questions, please let me know.